I don't like her art at all. What happened to her stomach? It just looks messed up. And there's no, like, her boobs are just like a sack. There's nothing indicating it's two things, two boobs. It's just like one. All right. Anyways, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, another dagger hero.
Yep.
Another dagger dancer.
Okay, so can we agree on this one being better than Olivia?
Oh,
Yes.
great. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Original Larum art in case you need it.
Let's compare the Gen 1 seasonal dancer to this.
I mean, it's really unfair how good she is.
Well, the only question is, will she be better than Tethys?
The answer is probably not.
Wow, she actually looks quite a bit different.
Probably gonna have a different stat spread, but you know.
All right. All I see, to be honest, is a hero that's probably gonna get foddered off a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Dragon Slasher Plus is super useful for ether raids.
Yes.
You probably get Larum, and then you probably max out a Tethys. Maybe?
Probably.
I don't know.
No.
Who would you use it on?
Soth.
Oh, yeah. Soth's also a good option, yes.
If you're gonna use it for a brute force dagger, then yeah.
Yeah, if you're going... Okay, I see. Yeah, you don't have to keep it on a dancer. That's true.
This is Cloud Mayugi, but in the permanent pool, which is very good.
And Disarm Trap 3 in the permanent pool, which is interesting.
Not so good.
Well, here's
Not
the
so
thing.
good.
I've only ever seen it used correctly one time. I've seen like nobody willing to give it a try. But I've seen it used correctly one time.
It's hard to get.
It is hard to get, but now it's gonna be a lot easier. So maybe we'll see the Disarm Trap meta in play.
Yeah, like I'd love to slap it on my air at some point because it would just be a nice way to get a little bit of a feel if I'm using a tanker set or if I want to get rid of the gravity trap.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that definitely would be useful.
Bros, WTF? Where's Jill? I don't know. We're still waiting.
We're still waiting on that third far-fetched.
Yeah.
The problem I have with Disarm Trap is it's on the B slot.
Yeah.
I mean, your dagger isn't always going to be your primary unit unless you're using Soth or something like that.
Either
So
way,
it's like, yeah.
it's rough having it in your B slot. I agree. But then it couldn't really be a C slot thing. So.
I mean, if you're running double air, you might as well, because there's a good chance you're not going to need Mystic Boost on both of them.
I use Link and what was it? Wings of Mercy, yeah.
I mean, I guess. I'm just saying in the perspective, it's not like she's killing for a particular B slot.
Yeah, that's true.
You could use anything, really. Let's be real here.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Except Vanish.
Including Disarm Trap. Well, you got your Cronia for that.
No, I'm saying because of Dragon Slasher, you couldn't use it. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, speed res gap. I'm not a fan of speed, starting with speed, because of the fact of if they have the highest speed. Well, it's highest speed and res.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a fan of stuff like that because usually the fastest hero. No, actually, that's not true. There might be a hero of a lot of res and just decent speed that could utilize this.
Yeah, you could, like, for example, Yoon. She has what now? Where's my Yoon? My Yoon, for example, is like 30 speed and 43 res, so that's already 70. You could have like a 20, well, like a 50 speed, but if they have like 20 res, it's still gonna favor Yoon because she has so much res.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
that's
there's still use.
That's true, and technically, Heroes of Fortress Defense res could possibly use it because it doesn't drop their, it drops their attack, but it doesn't do anything to your.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything to their res. I mean, speed.
So the best pick I heard people talk about was just a moment ago was Silky. Stoke.
Selkie
Oh
or
God.
Silk?
Silky.
Yeah, Silky. Yeah, because she's all speed and all res.
Yes, and she needs
You'll
more
never
res.
ever- Yeah, she needs more res. So this is just like a free because everything is in those 2 stats.
Hmm.
I guess that makes sense.
Do you have to say
Yep.
these are better than openings overall?
These are what?
Better than openings.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the openings if used on certain kits, i.e. Winter Erica's.
It's very hard to use them since you usually just get it by chills anyways, which kind of, ruins the point of it.
I mean, yeah, if you're getting chilled for that stuff, then it's just... Well, I mean, it's still mitigating it, but still.
All right. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about her because I really feel like she's just gonna get fodder off.
And she is.
She's still a very solid unit, should you need her. Like, a backup dancer with Dragon is nice.
Also a 5-star locked, which is big goof.
It's good skills for a 5-star lock.
Yeah.
Does anybody get excited for Lancers anymore?
No.
As I was just talking about this. Why are we getting Scout?
Yeah. Why?
And they're all like perf wielding. Death Knight, Dimitri, Eliwood, Sirius, Perceval. What are we doing?
With Perceval, it's even worse because our last Lancer was low attack speed with a special cooldown trigger lance. So
Yeah,
it's not even such a big difference.
It's not. It's just that Sirius doesn't even have a full kit.
Yeah, that's true.
In fact, it's literally just instead of attack speed solo, it's attack def solo. They both share Luna.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard you like Sirius. Here's Sirius 2.
Yeah. The only difference is, okay, still good for like a Gale Force build, most likely, but we've been saying that for like even Dimitri, so yeah, not very exciting, I would say. Probably the biggest thing is the guard ability in him.
Yeah, that guard is actually nice.
But unless I'm mistaken, that will only work if your opponent's at 100% HP.
Well, yeah. So it's basically just instead of letting them charge up their special first combat, you kill them.
If you kill them, it doesn't really matter. I guess.
I mean, sometimes they'll charge their
Yeah.
special up first combat.
Yeah, I guess.
Special fighter Black Knight, for example. Sorry, Zelgius. You could use this on that. Would never get it in time. Probably would die. Be a pretty good option.
I guess. Okay, well, I'll just be honest, I don't really think much of this skill. It feels like the attack speed defense res +4 is important. The special cooldown charge -1 is pretty important. It just feels like, it feels kind of like
cast shield all the same.
Yeah, okay, that's also true. It kind of feels like Tibarn in a way too, but I don't know his
Well,
stats.
yeah, it's
Tibarn's
pretty Tibarn.
Yeah, but Tibarn's better.
Oh, that's because Tibarn just auto doubles instead.
Yep, that's a much more important, much more important skill to have trigger.
Yeah. The curious thing is that he has rouse, defense, and res, which implies that compared to his contemporaries, he might actually put a res. Or it could just be like trying to patch up something that doesn't
I would
exist.
say it's likely just to be patching it up.
He's probably gonna have
It
a
might
more
be better than
balanced
Sirius.
outline.
It'll probably be better than Sirius's 16.
Yeah, it'll likely be better than that much at least.
Sirius is gonna be attacks speed focused, while this is gonna be more.
Well, a little
balanced
more.
for sure.
Well, Sirius has 35 base defense.
Yeah, but
so
I'm just saying,
it could be
like-
like 30 20s to bulk, something like that instead.
This kid just looks like it's trying to be very balanced, which, I mean, we've already had like a billion lands caps, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
not
yeah.
Really anything
At this
impressive.
point, it's like, which one do you want?
Because if you
I mean-
wanted a hero, well, I'm gonna keep suggesting Perry, to be honest, if you're gonna make a Gale Force Lancer, and
Oh,
Perry
if you're
would
gonna
be,
make a Gale Forcer.
Yeah.
yeah, she would be pretty similar because the attack speed defense was +4, except she has to be under 100% instead of her opponent being at 100%. That's the difference.
Which, yeah, sometimes my owners will be ideal. Not forgetting that Perry's HP is literally trash.
Yeah.
That bad.
33, isn't it?
It's low. It's low. Okay. Well, I don't really have much to say about this one either, because I don't really feel like it's much.
It's good, but obviously you're going to be competing with Sirius.
So, do we have our demote?
This is likely our demote.
At least she's hot. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I gotta say this is actually a good looking demote, so I'll take.
Okay, so Rearguard Plus, I was looking at that thinking, oh wow, this is super familiar. Then I remembered, oh yeah, because it's axe, not sword. So Rearguard Plus, if it demotes, it makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, as everyone mentioned already, if she demotes, she's instantly competing with Ross. That's not going to be a good time.
That's an instant loss.
Yeah.
I mean, they both have the same BST because us is trained.
Wait, you think she'll have 175?
No,
Dude.
she won't.
She'll have 172. What are you talking about?
No,
Oh, I
because
was referring to 175.
Oh.
you
Yeah, no,
think she'll have
she should have
training
172.
BST too? Really?
No, Ross doesn't. Ross has trainee BST to be on.
No, I'm saying the capability of reaching 175 bin. You think she'll reach
Yeah, I think she'll be able
175?
to reach that.
She would. You think,
Yeah.
What?
Wait.
way.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she be?
Because she's not. She's going to demote, so I think she's 170. She's going to be at 170, or like 169, 168
No,
or something. And then
No,
just
she'll
merge
probably
up.
be.
Huh?
Why would she not? Why would she? If she's gonna start out as a.
You cut out way too much, but I think she's
Yeah.
demoting. I think because she's demoting, they won't give her 175. That's as simple as it gets.
I mean, they gave Norn 168. She's an archer and demoted, and yet she has this.
You're right about that, but
Nice.
that is like such a rare occasion.
Well, keeping in mind.
I think that's the only
we
time
are
ever.
only just. Well, keeping in mind that we're only just starting this whole tradition of demoting units like this. Python was cavalry, and then we had healers. It's not like we've had long to get into this new tradition. Like, Bantu was the start of this whole new setup where we have one good demote and then one 3-star BST behind, sort of thing. So I'm thinking that you'll have the 172 or 171 with a substantial number of super boons to boot.
I still feel like she's gonna be. She can't reach 170.
She'll
If
probably.
she
I'm
could,
just
it'll
saying
be-
she'll probably be on Astro BST wise.
If that happens, then excellent. But I seriously doubt it because if she goes against Ross, okay, she's probably gonna have much more speed than Ross. It's gonna be a trade-off between
Yeah.
like, high attack, high HP. Wait a second, her HP is 45. Ross is
Yeah,
47.
her HP is actually pretty good.
So there's virtually no difference in HP. So
Well, Ross also has a super boon, so if he wanted to, he could have 51.
I know, but I'm talking about base.
Well, yeah, it's still a
It's just a
little more on
2-point
Ross, but chances are, because like Ross has 38 attack, she'll probably have like 36, 35, and then have like maybe 35 speed, something like that. So a little more on the speed offense side of things, but as a result, not as good in attack or defense, maybe a little better in res.
Demotes have Gen 4 BST. I don't know what Nim's going on about. I don't think that's normal. I think that's such a rare occasion.
Python has the current gen BST, Norn has the current gen BST.
I know,
who
but
was the other
Python.
one?
All right, I think all right, sure. I think Python desperately needed it, and I don't even with it, I don't think Python's much of anything.
I mean, I don't think that they were really worried too much about it in so much.
Okay, I can't even hear you.
I don't know why.
All right, sure. I guess it's about whether she'll demote or not, but
Right.
we think
She
she'll
will.
demote, but I don't think she'll be able to reach 175. If she is,
I'll just say she will.
I'll be pleasantly surprised, but I doubt it. It would just become about which hero you get more of. either her or
Yeah.
Ross.
Yeah, it's gonna be Ross. You're dealing with a 4 to 5 star lock, so
yeah,
it's gonna be
versus a
Ross.
3 and 4. Yeah. All right, Igrene. This is probably. Here's the thing. She's our first red infantry archer. Well, she's the first red archer period, but her kit actually works so well together. Guardian's bow, life and death, and then you just basically put a flashing blade on her for that blazing wind. Is that not how you build her? Like, it's just so simple.
She's just Ophelia, but without the instant cooldown. She has Ophelia's design.
Yeah. The entire idea is when she gets to blazing wind, she nukes, and then it drops down to 1 cooldown. Holy crap. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So, as long as she actually, gets off a cooldown in combat, she'll always have it. Similar to Ophelia.
We've seen a lot of special spiral builds just like this before. But yeah, she triggers it super easily. She just needs something to get her there faster. So it's usually Flashing Blade.
Yeah, Flashing Blade or a couple infantry pulses, Quicken Pulse, Valoria, things like that.
If you have 3 infantry pulsers in your team, but she's 42 HP, that's quite high actually.
It's quite high, but she doesn't have Refine.
Okay.
Not too crazy high.
Yeah, you could probably do it with your average impulse, like Garrick or Marissa. No problem.
Yeah. It's not much better than Life and Death 3. Yeah, you're right. It's actually not much of anything. Attack speed plus 2. It's just 2 additional attack and speed. That does make a difference, but it's not that big of a difference.
It's value fodder.
Value fodder is what I see it as too.
Yep.
This is probably the
You
best
could
way.
literally just.
Probably the best way to get Special Spiral, and then you just
Yeah,
take that
you
Life
could
and Death.
literally just Life and Death for Special Spiral, take that on Ophelia, and you're done.
Yeah. Well, yeah, her in terms of being an archer, she's actually really good. Special trigger.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a better slaying bow, and additionally, if she has just 1 more point of speed than her opponent, attack speed, defense -5 on opponent, which allows her to hit harder, which allows her to take less damage, which counteracts the demerit on life and death at all times, basically.
Yep.
And then she can double much easier and deal more damage. It's super good, actually, as a bow.
Yeah, as long as she has more speed, she doubles. And then, of course, there's the defense penalty to actually, bridge the gap between Blazing Wind and normal in-combat damage. And then, of course, you mitigate all your life and death penalties so that you're operating on your normal death stats, which is pretty.
Now, okay. I was just thinking to myself, who would use her?
In what regard?
I think this is an Aetheraids hero, but what kind of teams?
Easily.
I guess the infantry pulse teams.
You could
but,
use her in a faux mage.
I would not use her in Aetheraids, personally.
Yeah.
If you use her in IP, it's fine, I guess, but they're just better IP units.
Yeah. She seems really interesting, but I don't know.
I mean, Aetheraids has been driving up its res so hard on air that if you're going on light season, def targeting wouldn't be so bad.
But most people just use colorless for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see a lot of colorless in IP teams, to be honest. Just mages. And so.
You
guess
are very lucky.
If you run her with Ophelia, I guess.
Running her in tandem with Ophelia wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, because for those people who want to try Nagi, could Igrene take on Nagi? I don't know. Probably.
What are you talking about? She's red.
I know. Red versus green. But it's her Blazing Wind damage is still getting nullified. It's still getting reduced.
She's gonna lose most of Blazing Wind's damage. This is true. But her attack's gonna be severely raised. And not to mention that Nagi's defense is going down, and Nagi's defense is naturally lower than her res by a substantial 5 points.
You guys seem very focused on the AoE when you could just use the different special.
Oh yes, of course you can use a different special if you want to build it like that.
What special
It's just
would
that-
you use? She's probably gonna have a really high level.
Luna.
Yeah, if you wanted to go with the standard special for any unit of that particular type.
Thanks, Reggie Lord. Welcome back. Cookie. What kind of cookie would you like, dude? Alright, I'm just trying to think about where I would use her, because to be honest, I'm not very excited about red archers. It's just how it is, man. I'm just not excited about red archers.
I know where I'd use her.
What?
It's called inherent skill.
Yes, okay. I think she's a great special spiral hero, because here's the thing, I think Keaton is amazing. I think Lewin has his place because reverse desperation is very useful. Igrene has her potential, but you give me all three of those heroes until I guess I can't make up my mind until I see her stats. But when I do, and just from the fact that she has Pulse Smoke and Special Spiral and Life and Death 4, she's just much better fodder than Keaton or Lewin, and she probably makes more sense.
Yeah, infinitely more fodderable than either. And she's red, so you either get her or Keaton, either way.
Yeah.
But no, she's definitely the better of the fodder focus.
Yeah.
Not to say that she's a bad unit, she's just much more premium.
Much more premium, yeah.
Lewin only has Swift Sparrow, and Keaton doesn't have anything.
Yep. Also, it should be mentioned that Life and Death 4 is probably the best ace skill she can have. I believe she has to have more base speed than her opponent. So something like Swift Sparrow wouldn't work on that.
No.
Yeah. So Life and Death or Fury 4 were
because
your only
it's
options.
not at start of combat.
Yeah.
So she can have more speed in combat. Doesn't matter.
Wait, it doesn't matter? So she can use Swift Sparrow?
Yeah, because it doesn't say at start of combat if unit speed is greater than foe speed and like blah blah blah.
Okay, then she could just use anything. Then shouldn't she switch her?
Only if you're not using the AoE. Because
Oh, I see. You're right. That does help
like,
AoE, yeah.
it's like 10 extra attack, maybe 11 on the AoE, which is pretty substantial.
Alright, that makes sense. But yeah, it helps the AoE, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I wouldn't change her kit at all. I would just put Flashing
No.
Blade on her or something and just let her AoE spam.
You could just put Quick Impulse on her and put that up, or you pair her up with Valoria.
Wait, why Quick Impulse? It would only drop it down to 2 cooldown.
Valoria is 2.
Oh, okay, I see. You meant to with Valoria. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And otherwise, if you're in a pulse setup that has infantry pulsers, you can also just run, because that's kind of the most
cut off,
important
run
thing
what?
with this. You can run Chill Defense, because,
Yeah.
that will help everything with her kit.
Okay. She's Hot Guy's daughter?
Oh yeah, she's Hot Guy's daughter.
You serious? Is that why she's so thick? Holy crap.
Yes. I forgot about that.
She looks so old, though. Well, not old, but she looks so mature.
Well, I mean, she's supposed to be the next...
The next what? You gotta stop cutting off.
I have no idea what's going on here. Discord has been... recently. Just Discord itself. Nah, she's supposed to be the next Guardian of the Desert, so of course she has to be mature.
Okay. Because her dress? That's a dress, right? Her dress is barely holding her.
Well, it's hot,
Yeah.
and so is she.
At least people won't fodder her off her pet, but here's the thing. Her C skill, Pulse Smoke, is so good.
Yeah.
Strictly speaking, pulling for Pent is a lot cheaper than pulling for her. Because Red Pool is still bad.
I know, but you don't even have an option at Pen anymore.
You have the option for Pent when he comes back.
Yep.
When is he coming back?
Legendary
Exactly.
Banner should be relatively soon.
Is he? Yeah, Bride Banner comes after Picnic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, what's your thoughts on this banner? Because we just blew through it because there wasn't much to say.
I'm skipping only because I don't have this kind of game spice.
This is a fodder banner. You pull if you want the fodder.
Yeah, that's what it looks.
Otherwise, you skip.
Yep. That's what it's looking like to me, because we can't go green. We think she's demoting. Colorless is for people who need fodder, if you need anti-dragon and hardy bearing kind of dagger. And also, I guess, disarm trap if you really want to go that way. And speed res gap, I guess some weirdo out there will use it.
You could. It's all fodder there, or you just use the unit's entire kit. It's a good kit.
Igrene headlines this banner, but again, I feel like she's fodder. I feel like someone was going to take Special Spire on Life and Death 4, or Pulse Smoke in Life
Obviously,
and Death 4.
many people are going to do that.
Yeah, she's their first red archer, but again, I don't like colored archers. The only colored archer I do like is Legendary Lucina, and that's just because she has Future Vision, and that's it.
Color archers, it's just the fact that most of them suck on their own level.
Yeah. Well, there actually aren't that many colored archers at this point.
There aren't, but most of them are just kind of bad.
Yeah. Most of them are really meh, and
I think Igrene will definitely set herself apart, but
yeah, she will.
Mostly on her stats.
Yeah,
Well-
she's fodder. Of course she will.
So we'll wait for their stats to come out. Oh yeah, and Perceval. I'm sorry, just Perceval, whatever. Sarius, that's all. If you really want a Lancer like him, you probably got him already. And if you didn't want a Lancer like him, then it doesn't matter either way. Wow, that's a depressing banner. I gotta ask you both.
I mean,
I was gonna ask you
Well, I
both. Do you
haven't
think
played
these
this
old
game.
school banners are selling well? Because they keep going old school banners, old school banners. It's been like 3 months of this.
Based
Definitely
on the
been appealing.
statistics, Based on the statistics I've seen, they have not.
I have not seen any recent statistics on these bands. They've definitely been getting to their crowds because the people who know these characters, or at least, I'm not so sure about this one, but previous ones. I know Echidna is popular.
Okay, here's the thing. Most players for FEH. FEH was their first game, for first Fire Emblem experience. That's just the hard facts. And then the second most highest crowd are the Fates and Awakening crowd.
Yes.
So you have the great majority of players either FEH first or Fates and Awakening. So going to these old school banners, I'm just super surprised because I wouldn't figure them to be like making bank on this. But then you got to think about how they've been making the banners, because the past few banners, I couldn't say pull an entire banner at all. Like if you go back, I could say Forsyth and Cadria. If you go further back, I could say Nagi.
Serious, actually, probably.
Really? Okay.
That guy's a nightmare.
Okay. But I'm just trying to point out, like, there's been so many banners where I could only name like one character that I think you should pull for. So.
Well, I mean, their way of doing it is you have your one really powerful character, one that's almost as powerful, one that is basically just an okay 5-star, and then one that's the demote.
Yeah.
It's kind of their way of doing these recently, which is all right, and it definitely gives a lot of open room for representation because it's supposed to be Fire Emblem Heroes, not Fire Emblem Fates too.
I know, but I'm still surprised they didn't go for 3 houses because I feel like they never capitalized well enough on that. It's just the student house leaders and 1 student banner. That's it. And I guess this, but that's it.
I'm personally not in a rush for 3 houses, but at the same time, I think they got a little too short with that one.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's, people are still playing 3 houses, right? Like it's yeah, sure. It's not the most popular. Well, actually, it is the most popular Fire Emblem game being played right now. But
duh.
I'm just saying, it's not like it's not popular anymore. Things have slowed down since the release. But it's been like 4 months, 5 months. So. What?
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just surprised. Oh, and the last banner, we only had dual Ephraim that I was just pulling on.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, Garrick is like the Igrene of this banner, more so, I'd say.
And he's still worse than Ross.
I wouldn't say worse than Ross.
He has more speed, and then he gets that class and everything else.
And I guess we wait for it to see what Chad is, because we have no idea.
Well, Chad has a rogue dagger, let's put it that way.
He could, and probably will have good BST, so...
You should have the same BST as, would be a good can't think of a good reference point right now, but it should be like the same BST as Alm, Legendary Alm. As much as that's a stretch, it should be the same BST.
I don't think he's gonna be.
He's gonna have the same BST as the
usurping
previous. What?
No, I was gonna say I don't think he's gonna be usurping like any of the colors that we have established, unless he has like.
He should have the same
super
BST as
high
Kronia.
attack.
Is what I meant.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kronia level BST. He shouldn't be making any big splash. I mean, obviously he's gonna have one skill that's kind of valuable, a skill that's not so valuable, and might just be probably like an assist, like drawback, rogue dagger.
Or he might have no valuable skills.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Valvar had HP attack too, which has kind of, but then Ross does fire boost, so
On the stats.
yeah. I mean, that's how these guys work.
Mhm.
It's really just all stats, and maybe they get a skill that for some reason didn't demote, but is actually kind of good.
Okay, I think the most
Like,
important question.
One of
is-
these times should we get Fortress Resistance.
Okay, the
as
most
these
important
demoted
question.
skills.
The most important question: are you pulling or not?
Yeah.
What?
Are you pulling or not? Okay, I can't tell if he's answering.
What?
I'm asking, are you
No.
pulling or not?
Oh, I guess Nim's.
I have no idea what's going on.
I-
No answer means no. Okay.
Now? Oh god.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the stream to understand what's going on.
Pulling a me right now.
The technical difficulty land. All right, I'm not pulling. There's no point in pulling. That's what I'm gonna say.